Hello and welcome back to the Neff Was Here daily vlog. This daily vlog virtually doesn't exist since last time I posted a video was 8 months ago. But now I have some new equipment and a new setup, and hopefully I'll be able to do the recording and editing a lot faster. Also, I'm going to start choosing some exciting and popular topics. So what is today's exciting topic? It is Clash Royale. I've been playing it on my phone for maybe a year, and I don't pay for anything on there. But I've been, accumulating and leveling up my characters. Anyway, today's episode is I'm just going to show you a technique that I started using in the boot camp event, in the Super Archers versus Golem special event that is now over. And so in my typical fashion, I'm going to release a video on it way too late. And I just wanted to show my technique that was pretty undefeatable for the first couple of days until more people started catching on. All right, let's take a look at the capture. As you can see, I got my 5572 rating there. And so let's go to the boot camp and Super Archers versus Golem event and take a look at the items that we got going here. As you can see, I've loaded up with a bunch of low elixir units here. The skeletons, bomber skeleton, electro spirit. I've got zap and arrows for some long range low elixir, and I got the mirror and cologne. So this is kind of a fun way to do this. Let's see how it goes. I have to apologize for my capture setup here. It's not super slick, but it gets the job done. All right. So the idea here was to basically just power through the low elixir units, get them out and spent, and then spawn more super archers because they're probably the most powerful unit on the map. And I can use the mirror to basically spawn 2 more super archers, and then later on I could even use clone if I really want to amp up the blowback and damage. But if your opponent is using ranged attacks or has basically has some longer range attacks, those guys will die pretty fast anyway. So in the beginning it's kind of just crucial to get enough archers out there, keep their golems back, and then let your own golems do the work. So as you can see, I'm already halfway through the tower on the left, and my lines are holding pretty strong. Poison is a great counterattack, kind of high elixir cost, and if they do manage to destroy my archers, that poison will almost kill them, and then their archers will be able to counterattack them and kill them all the way pretty quickly. So as long as I can power through my low elixir guys and spawn more archers, I should be fine. And as you can see, I'm already dealing damage on the main tower. Now he's got to focus on the defense, and that leaves me with more ability to push my golems forward. And the second tower is almost destroyed. So let's see how this goes. My left front line of archers there that was doing so well is going to be taken out by the poison. Poof. And we didn't quite take out that tower yet, but it's coming soon. Let's fast forward a little bit. As you can see, I got a golem on their tower, the main tower, 1/3 health, and my tower is barely taking any damage here. So any minute now I could actually just start using my ranged attacks against him, but I'm just gonna have fun, just kind of keeping this going, because it's kind of fun having a big wall of super archers. And so fast forward just a little bit, and got the last golem coming in. It took out the main tower. So all right, let's take a look at it, the next capture. All right, so in some of these clips I changed up the ranged attacks just a little bit. Fireball is great because I think it can actually take out some of these ranged units entirely if you've got some guys you don't like. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it took out those super archers in almost one shot there. And that can be nice if they got some guys bunched up. And you can also see I swapped out for the healing, and I didn't see what the other one was, the ice spirit. So again, even lower elixir cost in between, because sometimes I like to play with using the ranged attacks against them to keep their units down, and other times I like to just focus on making the super archers. So This guy is trying to use some building only attack units like the ram guy, and it's not gonna work because I got my super archers still. He's got a nice cluster of his own archers in the middle there that I shot a fireball at. There are definitely ways to break my strategy of making as many archers as possible. I think that some good counterattacks were to use the princess archer, pretty long range, and the girl with the rocket launcher. I forgot her name exactly, but in this battle, as you can see, my golems just already took out the towers. You know, he didn't really focus very much on the defense there. Let's see what we end up doing here. Anything notable? Kind of fighting here, you know, in the middle. They actually did a pretty good job, but then it looks like my golems broke through on the left side, so that's not gonna. Oh, he's got a mini and a big P.E.K.K.A. there, so I'm just gonna shoot a fireball over there and see if I can take out some of them. But all I really need is just to get some more archers. Yeah, he actually did some damage to my right tower there, and I fortunately just, you know, got through all my low elixir units and got some more archers out there. Sometimes I forget to spawn my archers with the mirror, and that's a little embarrassing because it's probably the most effective to utilize that mirror. But yeah, as you can see, I got a ton of archers down there really fast to push back the golems, and then my golems will advance. And on the left side, you know, even that P.E.K.K.A. is still alive, or maybe that's the second P.E.K.K.A., but you know, it doesn't matter with my archers up there pushing everybody around, then it doesn't take long to push through. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Oh yeah, this is kind of like the same configuration here, so we'll just fast forward a little bit and see. Same strategies. He's using some arrows against me, which is a pretty good strategy to take out the archers. But yeah, the more elixir you use spawning some of these guys like the mini P.E.K.K.A., etc., you're not taking advantage of the super archers just blowback there. And so I will eventually, yeah, shoot, what's that thing called? That tower. I know the name of it. Anyway, that's a good defensive idea against the golems. It'll attract them all, but you know, they're going to split, and then you'll have, you know, more on your hands, and meanwhile the archers will push forward. So as you can see, I'm completely pushed into his base now, and he's doing some defensive measures there, but I'll just be able to spawn my archers back and push. So let's just see. Yep, nothing notable really happened there except for just pushing to the tower. And oh yeah, he's got one of the rocket girls in the very back there, kind of. Yeah, that's the problem, is that the golems just have so many hit points that it's really not very realistic to take them out with regular units. It's really just about pushing them around. And let's see what happens here. Kind of in the beginning, I was actually using bomb tower myself as just kind of like defense in the back line, just in case the golems got close. But you know, I just realized that they're not even really going to get there if your archers are pushing, so why bother? It takes up more elixir than is necessary. That's why I have the little 2 elixir bomber skeleton. You know, it's nice when they can kind of hang back in case some of their golems did get through, and you know, just to eat away at them, or if they get kind of stuck in your corners. Sometimes those archers will, you know, depending on where you spawn things, they'll push them the wrong way. So always try to push from the back and up and away from your towers. But yep, kind of the same story in this one. You know, if they ever get too close on one of my towers, just spawn a bunch of archers behind them, and the more you have, the more they'll be blown back, and the other side, you know, can be free to push up. Yeah, this one's gonna go pretty quick. Fast forward a little bit here too. You see, my archers are completely gone on the left side there. My golems are there destroying his tower, and he's got a bunch of golems coming, but it's not going to matter because, you know, my golems are all pounding away at the tower there. So done. Let's see if I changed up the deck at all. I kind of doubt it, but yeah, okay, same configuration. Yeah, I think I think I decided that I liked Fireball more because the archers tend to cluster up a little tighter, or maybe, I don't know. Poison's pretty good though, so I could have gone either way, I think. But yeah, I think like, yeah, sometimes these guys would get like an annoying cluster of the rocket people or the rocket girl or the princess archer. So on the right side there, you can see he had a rocket girl and a princess archer, and they're getting a little bit of blowback, a little bit of damage, but they're actually dealing damage back to my archers if my archers get too close. If the archers stay behind the golem, then not as much of a problem, but they are going to move a little faster and be kind of right behind him. So as you can see, that's one of the more effective defensive techniques. This guy, Lulu, has got a decent amount of super archers behind his lines. And so as you can see, like, I don't know how he did that. I'll have to watch his replay again to see, like, how did he get the jump on me? Maybe it's just because he took out some of my archers with his longer range units. He's even got the Inferno Dragon there, which is pretty good at taking out, units, especially if he's not taking damage or being blown back. If he can get a line on a golem, then he can take him out. So this isn't looking so good for me. Look at my towers. They're taking a lot of damage. Who knows, maybe I even lose this round. We found a good strategy to counter mine. So it was very interesting seeing this one. Like, it seems like people catch on pretty fast with new strategies, or at least the ones that don't have kind of a gimmick. I feel like this one's more gimmicky. It's just like, yeah, I just like spam a bunch of archers, but the current event is capture the queen, and I feel like you have to kind of use your more traditional techniques and know their strengths versus weaknesses and have better strategies. See, I don't know what happened here. Did he focus too much on the right side, and then I was able to push up on the left? I don't know. Man, this does not look good for me. I honestly don't remember what's going to happen, but it would be pretty cool if I was able to pull this one off and win. See, 30 seconds, I lost the tower. I don't think I'm going to win. Oh, man. So I think I must have kept this as a good example of how to counter this technique. So these long-range damage dealers like the Princess Archer and the Rocket Girl and that Inferno Dragon is also a pretty tough opponent to start taking out some of the golems. So looks pretty hopeless for me. All right, and that's a big fat L for me. Oh yeah, well played. Yeah, sure. All right, well, if I have any other strategies for future Clash Royale events, I'll make another video, hopefully while the event is still going. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.